What is up, everyone? Venture back for another hip hop vinyl unboxing. Sorry, it's been a minute and the minor technical difficulties, but I've been busy with shit. But it's not like I haven't been buying vinyl, which means that shit's just been piling up. So let's get started with the packages. Starting with one from Goodfelon Records. And I am always a fan of whatever Goodfelon puts out. Specifically because Goodfelons does not mess around like so many other labels, whereas these guys don't do pre-orders. Shit that they have is in hand and ready to ship, so you don't have to sit there and wait for months. Just, weeks for the stuff to be shipped and then arrive to you in hand. So, coming from the good folks at Goodfelons is from Rome Streetz. Streetz is calling me. Streetz keep calling me. My bad. Shit. They's calling me. Streetz keep calling me by Rome Streetz, and I did not get lucky with the Obies, unfortunately, but I did manage to go through and get one of the variants. So this one is the splatter, if I can actually go through and get it out of the plastic sleeve. Get it out of the packaging. Take a look at what we've got here. So this is... Ooh! That's a pretty slick looking. They had a number of different color variants for this one. I think one of the ones was like a multicolor pressing that was like, I don't know if it was like a tricolor or a pentacolor, but that one looked really slick. But I didn't actually see how fancy that one looked until after the fact. But you know what? This still looks dope, so I ain't complaining. Here we go. Rome Streetz. Streets keep calling. By Goodfelons. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff today, so let's keep it moving. Next up. This one is kind of funny because it was kind of a gamble. I hesitated. I didn't pull the trigger. I couldn't justify at the time going through and spending as much on the 2 LP reissue release of this classic album. So I opted for something a bit more affordable from the HBO reissue. Specifically for this. Oh, damn! Self-released through Mach Hommy, in collaboration with Nature Sounds. Off of the Haitian Body Odor reissue, we have Food Pyramid and Thank God off of the O&P side. And with a lovely booklet to go along with. Damn. I wasn't actually expecting that. I figured it was just going to be whatever luck of the draw single that you ended up getting with it. But we actually got lucky and got hooked up with the booklet that comes along with the 7-inch box set. That's pretty ill. So yeah, let's just take a quick look through that. Yeah. And crack it open. Just to see. Alright, fine. Curiosity's sake. I imagine these are going to be rolling at 45, so let's roll with it and see what happens. Shut-up. And on the flip side,
I don't want to hear about the fucking economy.
yep.
Break it down for me. What two businesses have traditionally been recession-proof since time immemorial? Certain aspects of show business and our thing. Now that's it. That's all I gotta say.
That's all I gotta say. So yeah. From the reissue of Mach Hommy's Haitian Body Odor, managed to go through and get, I guess this would be the first time investors bundle, which is just one of the random 7 inches from the 7-inch box set reissue, but comes with a booklet, so that's more than I was expecting. Continuing on, we have this one was another one that surprised me in that it was operating under the same steez as Goodfelons, where it's like, yo, pre-orders, fuck is that shit? You're not gonna be waiting for months. We got the stuff on hand. Let's go! So, this is the new release from Mayhem Loren that was entirely produced by Derringer. Ah. Get it out the package. Yeah. This is Black Vladimir. And I didn't get on this early enough to go through and get, like, what was it? The, like, blue and orange swirl thingamabob that they had going on that you could get signed copies of, so I wasn't early on the jump enough to get that one, but I did get the limited blue pressing. Can't remember how many copies there were on that one, but that is the one that I did manage to get my hands on. So double LP. And yeah, this is... I was looking forward to this one, especially just because Mayhem plus all Derringer beats, you know it was going to be something special. And it certainly proved to be the case with this one. So let's see if I can find my favorite track off of the joint.
At the end of the day, all this shit is free, nigga. You see?
That's it. Airplane mode. Yeah, definitely a highlight album for the year. Just dope beats, dope lyrics, and some great guest spots. But anyway, keeping it moving, because we still got way too much more stuff to go through. We got another one. Not doing the pre-order business because this is another one from Goodfelons. They keep on putting out stuff that is dope, so I keep on going back to copping their stuff. And they have excellent customer service. And again, no pre-orders, so kind of hard to, you know, to be like, nah, I'm going to avoid that. So, having already gone through and picked up the volume 2 of the remixes, but having missed out on Volume 1 because I was late to the party. This is version 2 of Volume 1, Conway Remixes by Nicholas Craven, with fresh new artwork and a slight rework on the track listing. They ended up leaving off one of the remixes off of the original version, but then they put in another one. So there you go. Artwork by Stacked Moolah. Yeah. So this is 44 out of 300, and I think I just ended up going with the black vinyl on this one because I'm like, I'll gamble on the Obi. No Obi, but whatever. Still another solid release from Goodfelons. Conway and Nick Craven. Dope shit. Anyway, keeping it moving, but still keeping it in that camp. From the rap Winkel Records, we have a release that is coming out of Conway's camp with the Drumwork crew. This one is from one of my favorite producers, and I'm gonna go through and check out pretty much anything that he does just because I want to see who he's putting on next. And well, you know, Conway cosign and a Big Ghost cosign, yeah, I'm for it. So this is Authenticity Check by Jae Skeese off of Drumwork, released through Derap Winkel Records. And yeah, I managed to go through and cop the Obi on this one, though I'm pretty sure that this is just the plain black vinyl, but that's 49 out of 150 for that. And still managed to go through and get my hands on an Obi copy of this, so, you know, stoked about that. However, got a lot more to go through with this release, but one thing to go through and note on this Big Ghost collab, all cuts done by D-Styles on this album, because D-Styles freaking scratch god. So moving on, what else we got? I can't even remember what we get into at this point, so it's going to be as much of a surprise to you as it is to me. Alright, what record is it? Aha, okay, as I thought. So, as we led with the Big Ghost collabo with Jae Skeese, another collaborator for Big Ghost has been both Widowmaker and then also D-Styles on the cuts, and this was their own collabo album, Fair Warning, where Widowmaker went through and provided the bass tracks, samples and stems, if you will, and then D-Styles went through and manipulated it all and, you know, kind of took the tracks and reformed and reworked them as was his liking. So ill collaboration between the two that gives you both the project on the one side and then the scratch kit and breaks on the flip. So with that title track of Fair Warning, for those scratch heads out there and Griselda fans, you do get some Westside Gunn vocal samples to go through and cut up. So anyone out there that's interested in that, definitely something notable to take a look out for. That is Fair Warning by Widowmaker and D-Styles. And so continuing on then. Dope release. Another one out of D Styles and Co. This was I guess the second batch release, alternate cover version of the 808 release that they put out earlier in the year. Unfortunately, I missed out on that one, but having gone through and put out a second version, here we go. So from 545, which is D Styles, XS, Mike Boo, and Private Peep Show, we have 808, which is these four talented individuals just banging out tracks on turntables and mixers and assembling some dope turntablism for the ears. And my favorite track on this one has to be The Night Marchers featuring E-Prom, Prolifics, and Swift Style. Another dope release from D Styles. So if you're into turntablism, scratch hip hop, all that good stuff, go check it out. Anyway, keeping it moving, because we still got more records to peep. This is still on the DJing tip, but this is a reissue, and this is a single that came out in addition to the reissue, because they did a 25th anniversary edition reissue of DJ Shadow's Introducing, just a classic album that got a half-speed remaster version to it, and along with that they ended up putting out a 7-inch single for the Cut Chemist party mix version to the number song. And then on the flip side to that, you do also have kind of like a sample kit for drums, drops, and scratches, for, I'm assuming, was for the actual number song Cut Chemist remix for that. So yeah, more dope shit on the DJing tip. But continuing on from there, because we still got more to look at and some more titles to at least preview out on the audio side. Some of my favorite albums, some of my favorite releases of the year. This one coming from, I don't know, to me it didn't seem like a likely expected collab, but still ended up being a bloody fantastic one, of Danger Mouse and Black Thought. And I don't think I ended up getting lucky enough to cop the indie red vinyl variant, but managed to get my hands on the vinyl, so I don't care even if it is just the plain wax release. This is an excellent fucking album. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to it, because this is definitely an album of the year contender. And if not, definitely in my top 5 for releases of this year. Cheat Codes, Danger Mouse, Black Thought. Excellent. Along with that, Kendrick Lamar. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Big fan of this album, and yeah, I managed to go through and cop it in the double disc 180 gram black vinyl. This was just from my local record store, but they had copies and is at reasonable prices, so can't say no. Another good album, especially if you're a Kendrick fan. Continuing on, here we get into the forbidden back of the crate stuff. Because it's bootlegs, folks. So starting off with Westside Gunn, we have I mean, I guess this is still part of the Hitler Wears series, though this is just Hitler on steroids, which is Westside Gunn and Green Lantern mixtape collab. This one being one of the many bootlegs that have been popping up for Westside Gunn releases, because, I mean, if you're not going to go through and reissue your stuff, knowing that there is heavy demand for it, well, someone's just going to go through and fill that void for you. So that goes through and just allows people like myself to pick them up at reasonable prices. And so this being a double LP set on red vinyl, as is indicated by the sticker. So you get your A, B, C, D on steroids, Westside Gunn, and Green Lantern. Continuing on from that, another dope release getting reissued. This one is one that I never thought that I'd actually go through and be lucky enough to get my hands on, because OG copies are just going for stupid amounts. But this is TT3, 10 Talk 3 by Benny the Butcher. And I don't even know what color variant pressing this is for the bootleg, but let's find out. I don't really care. I'm just happy to have a copy on wax. Because this definitely, probably, his best work. So yeah, 10 Talk 3 by Benny the Butch. And that is on red vinyl, same as the Westside Gunn Green Lantern bootleg. So I guess they must have had extra red pellets kicking around at the plant. And yeah, definitely happy to go through and get my hands on this, even if it is just the bootleg version. However, there is still one more. And this one caught me by surprise, because I didn't even know that there was bootlegs floating around of this one, much less that the bootleg was so comprehensive in that it has so much supplemental material. And I know OG copies for the original were going for quite the pretty penny. So again, it was one of those where it's like, I'm never going to get my hands on that. But this is Action Bronson and the Alchemists Rare Chandeliers. Except that this is like an almost box set of 4 LPs with the whole damn thing on A and B, plus a whole bunch of extra stuff. So let's take a look here. And then, since I never went through and bothered to do that, I'm going to run it back and just play some quick audio samples off of the last couple of albums that I've busted out here, because I'm in such a hurry to get all this stuff open that I just wanted to go through and be like, all right, here's everything. But like, nah, we got to go through and check out at least the audio quality on this stuff. So yeah, here we go. Rare Chandeliers. Not bad. Packaging seems to have it all. Okay, and it seems like it is all on orange vinyl. Cool. So in that case, then, let's see if I can find disc E. E. That's the one. Let's see what this one remix is like. And then we'll double back and go through and check out the other releases, because I am curious about all this stuff. So track 2 off of this guy. Let's see. This should be the C. Cook remix for Get Off My PP. Off of one of my favorite releases from him, which was Dr. Lecter.
Outdoorsman shit. Hit 'em, lace up your Timbs, Queens, fresh off the black top. On floor recital fees on the back lot. Back alley Bronson always cooking up a mad plot. The shit that have us laid in benches with a glass top. Hash pot, sticking out the dash spot. I leave a vision of vacant and let his ass rot. 174 and Autobahn is where the cash rock. Then take the paper, then distribute to the have-nots. I'm on the...
Woo. Alright. Sounds good enough to me. Alright, now let's double back and check out those other bootlegs that I just popped open but didn't actually bother to check out what the vinyl quality was like. So, going back to the Westside Gunn and Green Lantern collab, let's try Random Needle Drop. I don't know. Here we go.
What you gon' play the Rory? 1,000 bricks, crack the last scale. Surfing all night, fiends up. 3 days, no sleep, I gotta re-up. Cross paint hanging over the babe stove. Jury hang glisten.
Alright. And then moving on from that, over to Tana Talk 3. Now this one, I guess we'll go through and see if I can take it from the top.
Gonna be able to stop this shit. Yo, Danger, you smoke this shit. Yeah. Only real shit.
Griselda.
Yo, I'm from a...
There you go. Yeah, that's Tana Talk 3 bootleg. Benny the Butcher. And I believe that is everything that I have for today for the unboxings. So, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope to be able to find more time to do these more often. Until next time, I hope y'all take care. Stay safe. I've been Venture. Peace.